All right, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I am using StreamYard because we are going to be doing a panel. If you want to come on up, you are more than welcome to. Let me go ahead and find the link. Let's see here. Okay, so found the link. I'll go ahead and enter in on my own stream on my phone so that I have a faster chat, because I noticed that on StreamYard the chat doesn't pop up all that faster, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. But how are you guys doing today? Are you guys doing okay and everything? But we're going to be doing Would You Rather. I was debating whether to do story time or would you rather, because one of my subscribers cannot make it for the next couple of my live streams, and he is a vital part of making my stories, so, or our stories, not mine but ours, and so I don't want to leave him out, so I may end up doing just my own thing, just may end up doing my own thing, like doing Would You Rathers instead. I would normally do it on Saturdays, but since he's not here, I don't want to leave him out. But I'm trying to go to my live stream on my phone. Not on my phone, but on my computer, so that I can edit the tags and everything on here. But I hope that you guys are doing okay and everything. Okay, so let's edit the video. I wish it would take away the StreamYard thing. Close tip. Come on. Hide. There we go. Okay. Now I can finally add some tags. So let me know how you guys are doing. Comment in the live chat below so that I can have some discussion going on here. But I want to know that you guys are here. You guys are alive, not dead. Okay. So would you rather? Okay, I'm getting my tags all situated. Live panel. I have this mouse that I've been using with my computer lately, and I've gotten so used to it, and now that I'm using the pad on my mouse or on my computer, the pad itself, I'm not really liking it that much. But I have a question. This is just a would you rather question, just so that you guys don't get completely bored. Would you rather eat ice cream your whole life, or would you rather eat cake your whole life? That's just one question. Wow, it finally shows that I'm live on my channel now. Very funny. maybe you guys are finally getting the notifications and are just coming in. So we'll see. I am having internet issues today. I have no idea why, but it's pretty ridiculous. I see that there are a couple people in here. I'm pretty sure I probably know who one of you are, but I don't know. I know that some of my subs lurk, so I totally understand that. I lurk too, so let's see. Okay, that should be fine. But I'll go ahead and post the first would you rather question in the chat. All right, so that's the first question. But we'll see. I personally would rather have let's see. I would rather have cake. I would rather eat cake my whole life, or ice cream rather than ice cream. I love cake, but I don't get to have it often. Hi, Dad. Thank you for letting me know you're in here. Looks like you're on your phone with that typing. You misspelled computer. But that's fine. I knew what you meant. I'm not going to lie. This live stream's pretty boring since there's no one else in here. But I'll give it a couple, like maybe another 10 minutes or so, see if someone shows up or decides to comment. Because I know there's people in here, but they're not saying anything, so. Oh, geez. I don't want to give... Please. I don't want to do that. On my phone, I gave my own. I'm not saying you're slow. But I'm trying to go to my channel on my computer here to see if it shows up on my channel. Okay, it does. But yeah, I honestly don't really have a lot of plans on the weekend for this weekend, other than tomorrow I'm going to be going to an interview for Target, another Target actually, They invited me to a hiring event, and so I'm going to go there and see what questions they'll ask me and things like that. Of course, I'm not guaranteed the job. I wish I was, but I'm not. Savannah, there's a dog at the door. But they always do interviews before you get hired, you know? I've probably done maybe maybe 3 or 4 interviews now. But I'm still trying to get the hang of just trying to be chill and everything during an interview. So I'm just trying to, I'm not perfect, certainly not perfect, but one time the Tilly's that I went to in Temecula that I was going to an interview with, they had the most ridiculous form of an interview ever. So so in the store, it's one big room, right? And I see people waiting over by the clothing, like by the fitting rooms, and I look around and I see like 2 dudes, and I'm figuring that they're waiting to get in the fitting room, and I didn't think that they'd be here for an interview. And I was just waiting, and then I look over to my right and I see a couple of girls, and I'm like, what's going on here? And one of the employees was like, who's here for the interview? Raise your hand. And we all raised our hands, and I looked around and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are they gonna it's like they're gonna interview us all at once. And so I basically what ended up happening was we went to the back room to their storage where they had their merchandise. We all sat in this big room, and they asked us questions and we responded. We raised our hands, and I felt like I was in like a like I didn't feel like I was being interviewed. I felt like I was being like I was in a group session or something. Like I was not in an interview at all. It was terrible, terrible. I'm never applying the Tilly's ever again. I'm never doing it. It was terrible. They ruined it for me, and I was never a huge fan of Tilly's anyways, but I'm desperate. I need a job. So I figured that Tilly's would be an okay place to work because I do like clothing and stuff, but no way. And the personalities of the hiring people, or one of the people that worked there, the personalities and how they behaved and stuff, it just, no, it's not my forte. So basically, and I didn't get the job, of course. I wasn't expecting to anyways, but it was really, really ridiculous. So my next interview will be with Target. It will be tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure when, because it's like a show, like there's no appointments. It's just you show up and wait for an interview, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. I certainly hope that it's easy. I hope that it's really easy for me tomorrow. So we'll see. I'll give it till 2:30, and if no one else shows, then I will close this out and I'll rename the stream, because we didn't really even do Would You Rather anyway, so. But my Bentley Continental, the video turned out really great, or not really great, but it turned out good, and I'm excited to upload it. I may upload it tomorrow or today, one of the two. I haven't posted in one of my reviews in a while. It was in three days ago when I posted a review, so I'll probably post it today, just so that it's out, and I'll probably get working on another review. Not exactly sure what the next one will be. Maybe I think it may be my Bugatti Chiron, because I do want to work. I do want to turn that into another model, like another looking model. I want to change it from red and black to white, to all white with black accenting trim. So I do want to try to do that, but we'll see. It may not be as easy as I think, or may be really difficult. So we'll see. I'll probably go ahead and start uploading that while I'm live streaming, so I don't just sit here and do nothing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do in it? I forgot to add logos. It's not finished yet. I have to add logos in it. Whoopsie. But I'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Seriously though, Movie Studio is the worst movie edit or video editing software in the world. It is the worst. I would even, I mean, I won't go to a free software that has a watermark in it, but I will not buy Movie Studio 15. I will not buy Movie Studio Platinum. I will not buy 16. It's terribly glitchy and it cannot handle a lot, and it's a very budget video editing software. And even though it's a budget, I think it's a terrible budget software. Terrible budget. I'm sure you can get other ones on the App Store where you pay for them, and they're better. So I certainly will not recommend that to anybody. Okay, I guess I gotta download it then. It's on. I mean, it. I guess it is for beginners, but it would really mess up beginners. Honestly, I mean, I learned from the software, but it's like it can get so confusing because it displays one thing in the preview and another when it renders. Like on the preview, it will glitch out. Like it will frame to frame instead of just moving softly. And then on the render, sometimes it won't render properly, and then you will have to remake the video, and it's like it's a complete pain to mess with that. It's terrible. So that's why I would not recommend it to anybody. Now, I'm sure that Vegas, trying to think what the name, it's Sony Vegas, I think. It's like it's the like the $300 software. I think that software is good. That software is pretty good. Um, I would probably I wouldn't buy it myself because it's so expensive, but if you are willing to spend your money on software, then that is the way to go, because um, I've tried it myself. It's pretty good. Hey, guard dog, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Glad that somebody finally said something. How's your day going? Right now, I am video editing my Bentley Continental video. It's going to be uploaded sometime today. I'm not exactly sure when, but you can expect to see it today. Good. How's your weekend looking? Is it looking exciting? Is it looking boring? How's your weekend looking? The only thing that I have planned is going to an interview with Target tomorrow, but other than that, or maybe even later today, I may even go later today and do the interview. It all just depends. Okay, I'm looking for my Bentley logo that I literally just saved onto my computer. There it is. I literally need to reorganize the files on my computer because even though I have folders and everything saved for them, it's still pretty messy. Aww. Wow, that stinks. Well, I know for that's fun. School is just, ugh, I don't like school. I don't like it, but I know exactly what that was like when I was in school. It was not fun. I was homeschooled, so I didn't have to go to a public place to do it, but still, it's terrible. Thank you for reading the question. I actually really appreciate that. So, you said I would rather eat ice cream because cake has too much icing and the icing messes up your stomach. That is true to a degree for me, but I it's not like it, I don't my stomach really doesn't hurt when I eat it. Sometimes it all just depends on what I eat. If I'm being honest, I can handle a lot of icing. I actually love icing so much that I could eat it by itself. So that's why I would choose cake over ice cream. Even though I love ice cream, I have ice cream more frequently than I do cake. So I only have cake when it comes to birthdays, and that's only like 4 times a year. So I have ice cream way more frequently than that. So I would rather have cake my whole life than ice cream because of that. Yeah. And one place that we go to get our cakes is Albertsons. I don't know if you have a local Albertsons near you, but our local Albertsons literally makes the best cakes in the world. They literally make some of the best cakes. And so we always go there to get our cakes. There was only like maybe a couple of times where we made our cake or we we went to Target. And we did used to make our cakes back in like 2008 and stuff like that, but it's it's just more convenient to buy a cake than to make it. So um, we ended up doing that. But basically, I usually get a like a kind of black foresty type of cake. It has cream cheese on the outside. It has a cherry filling, chocolate, or a cream cheese filling instead of chocolate, and then it'll be a 2-layer 8-inch cake. So, and sometimes I get chocolate shavings on the top and on the sides. Other than that, I don't really try something new because I found something I love, and I only have my cake once a year, so I'd rather stick with that than try something new. So what do you have cake often? Like what's your go-to type of a cake when you have it? Dairy Queen's ice cream cake. Ice cream cake is good. I like ice cream cake too. I actually haven't had ice cream cake in such a long time. It was like 10 years ago since I had ice cream cake. But ice cream cake is really good. I love I like cheesecake too. Cheesecake. Oh man, love it, love it, love it. I could literally eat almost any type of cheesecake except for the I personally don't like the cheesecakes that have that mushy crust. I like the ones that have the hard graham cracker crust that's sweet and not flavorless, because the ones that taste like um any other crust, it's not good. So I would rather have a cheesecake with a graham cracker crust than one with just a regular crust. And normally they don't make it like that anyways, but there's some places that have the most ordinary graham cracker crust, and it is truly disgusting. Do you like cheesecake? My favorite cake is Dairy Queen's cookie dough blizzard cake. Mmm, that sounds good. You love cheesecake and can tolerate it. Yeah. Key lime. That's one that we don't have often either, but I I'm not a huge fan of key lime. It like if it was served at like an event, I wouldn't reject it. Unless if there was other choices, of course, but um it's not my go-to personally. But key lime, um it's pretty interesting. It's kind of like a sweet sour. It depends on who makes it, um like what you can achieve for flavor, but it can be good on some occasions. Okay. I just had the Bentley logo, but I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Actually, made for Would You Rather questions. So let's see. Okay, so would you rather, if you had to, if and you can only choose, and you had to Would you rather use eye drops made of vinegar or use toilet paper made from sandpaper? I heard my sister go like, "Ooh." What would you guys rather choose? Yeah, I gotta think on this one too. I think, well, here's the thing. You have to use the bathroom every day. You don't have to use eye drops all the time. So I'd rather use vinegar for eye drops just because I know that I can get away with not having to use that. But if I had to, then yeah, then I'd have to use vinegar, of course. Is that a Stephen King movie? Huh? But I think very analytically on these type of questions, very analytically. But yeah, that's a pretty tough one. If you put vinegar in your eyes, does it ruin your eyes? I honestly don't know. Let's Google it. Okay, so what happens when you put vinegar in your eyes? When vinegar gets in the eyes, irritation and redness are common in the corneal injury, and corneal injury can occur. But eyes should be rinsed immediately. Remove contact lenses and use lots of room temperature water. Ooh. Yeah, that's actually bad for you. But it could be a soft sandpaper too. They didn't say specifically what type of sandpaper, so I think I'll change my answer and use sandpaper because it can cause corneal injury, and that could probably mess with your sight, I would think. But what would you choose? I'd rather use sandpaper because I'd rather go through the pain of that instead of actually damaging. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. That's, yeah. So we choose toilet paper, and 66% who answered this said that they would rather have toilet paper made from sandpaper than use eye drops made from vinegar. So would you rather have to sneeze but not be able to for an entire year, or have something stuck in your eye for an entire year? I'd probably say have to sneeze. Because having something stuck in your eye, I don't know. I mean, if you have to sneeze but can't, it's like it messes with your speaking, and it throws you off your guard, not off your guard, but it just throws off your game. And so I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. pretty tough one. I'd rather have to sneeze because if I had something stuck in my eye for about a week, it would be major discomfort. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And it could mess with your sight too. You'd probably be blinking all the time, you know? Yeah, I'd probably say have to sneeze too. I can be very easily influenced, just so that you guys know. But yeah, I'd say sneeze. It's like having to sneeze is not painful, but having stuck in your eye would probably be painful. So 52% say having to sneeze, but not being able to for an entire year. 52% said that, and the other 48% said had something stuck in their eye for an entire year. That's an interesting one. There's an ad and it's taking, okay, finally. So it says, would you rather never be able to speak again, or would you rather always have to say everything that is on your mind? So, would you rather never be able to speak again or always have to say everything that is on your mind? I'd honestly probably say never be able to speak again, just because my mind, it is everywhere. So if I had to speak everything that was on my mind, I could get in really big trouble. So I'd rather not be able to speak. That's just me personally. But what about you, guard dog? What would you choose? You would rather say everything that's on my mind, because if you always talk, yeah, if you have a positive mind, then yeah, you can choose that one. But I don't always think positive, so I'd always get myself in trouble for what I would speak. So that's why I would choose be able not to, because I'd get in trouble. So now I can finally render this movie. Okay, so properties. Okay, hang on just a second. I'm gonna make this movie Bentley Continental or video override. Okay, so yeah, it all just depends on your mindset. When I was on vacation, I watched the new 2019 Aladdin movie with Will Smith. You know, my sister and my mom saw that, but I didn't get to because I was studying for Subway for an interview. But of course, I never got to do the interview because the stupid okay, I take back what I said. not stupid, but the human resources manager, whoever she was, didn't bother to make the interview, and of course I had to suffer because of her laziness. So I basically wasted my time for that. You stayed at Disney World in Orlando. Oh, awesome. How's Disney World? I've been to Disneyland, but I haven't been to Disney World. Disneyland is pretty neat. It's always, always, always crowded. Always crowded. Okay, so let's move on to the next would you rather question. Okay. Let's see. It was great. Disney World is a lot bigger than Disneyland. Have you been to Disneyland before? I've been to Disneyland a couple of times, but the last time that I went was like in 2016, and it was with a friend and my family. So, but literally, it's so crowded. It's like a child could easily get lost or stolen or kidnapped. When if they literally let go and wander, it could literally, it's literally that bad. You've never been to Disneyland? I'm sure there's videos on YouTube that show Disneyland pretty well. A lot of vlogs at Disneyland. So the next would you rather question is, would you rather be able to speak fluently every language in the world or be the best in the world at something of your choosing? I'd probably say be the best in the world at something of your choosing, because you can always use a translator, and that's just me personally. That's what translators are for. But it's not like I'm going to be traveling anywhere anyways in the world, so except through YouTube, I'm currently in wherever state you guys are watching me, or whatever country you guys are watching me. That's probably the most traveling that I will ever do personally. But other than that, I won't physically be able, probably not be going somewhere outside the US. Disney World isn't that crowded except for the parks. Yeah. I mean, I think it's crowded here in Disneyland because, one, it's in Orange County. Orange County is so packed, and it's nearby Los Angeles, which is probably almost twice as packed as Orange County. And it's like, of course, it's in California too. So California is literally idolized. So it's overglorified too. So I'd rather be the best of my choosing because I could get a good job and good grades. Yeah, there's so many choices that you can choose to be the best at. So it's like, what, you may never be able to use your languages to be like to do something to benefit yourself. You may know every language in the world, but that won't make you friends. Be the best in the world, you could get a job. You could literally evangelize. There's so many different possibilities. If everyone on the world stood shoulder to shoulder, it would fill Los Angeles, and only Los Angeles. Sorry about that. My internet keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, so sorry about that. Literally, I think the population in Los Angeles, the city itself, I think there's 1 million, I think. And that number has completely probably changed. So I'm going to ask Google, what is the population of Los Angeles? The population of Los Angeles is 4 million. Oh my gosh. The population of Chicago is 2.716. That's a lot of people too. San Francisco is 884,000. Our city of Menifee has about 90,000 people. Oh, no. That I will not move to Los Angeles. I will not move to it. People are so rude there, and they're just so selfish, and it's like no way. Like there's no. And you could be around millions of people and still feel lonely. So it's like, what's that going to do? You know? But 69% of people said be the best in the world of something of your choosing, and only 31% said be able to speak fluently. Let's see. So, would you rather eat an embarrassing email to your entire company, or would you rather eat an entire stick of butter? It all depends on the definition of embarrassing. Like, what, how, like, do they mean something super, super personal? Like, do they mean like, you accidentally ran into the curb or you accidentally tripped or something like that? It all depends on the definition of embarrassing. Welcome back, guard dog. Didn't know you left, but thank you for saying you're back. But it all depends on the definition of embarrassing. So the next would you rather question is, would you rather email an embarrassing email to your entire company or eat an entire stick of butter? So email an embarrassing email to your entire company or eat an entire stick of butter. I would rather eat an entire stick of butter because I love the creamy goodness. But it is literally diabetes in a stick. Literally. It is so, I mean, butter is good, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably, I mean, butter is good, but I think I probably would eat the entire stick of butter too, because I haven't done it before. So 72% say they would rather email an embarrassing email to their entire company, or and 28% said eat an entire stick of butter. Pretty interesting. So, would you rather lose $1,000 or lose all of your phone contacts? Easily phone contacts. I'd rather lose all my phone contacts than lose $1,000, please. No way. I literally I always answer the phone anyways, so it's like I would $1,000 isn't easy to come by, but you can always recover your phone contacts easily. So I'd rather lose all my phone contacts. What about you, guard dog? Excuse me. Oh. But let's see, what do you say? I'd rather lose all my phone contacts because you can add them back later. That's the thing. It doesn't say that you can lose all your phone contacts and never be able to regain them. So I'd rather lose all my phone contacts too. 26. Oh my gosh, are people really that ridiculous? 74% of people said they would rather lose $1,000 than lose all of their phone contacts. Really? 26% say they would rather lose all their phone contacts. That's ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. People. So, would you rather have 10 children or 30 dogs? 10 children or 30 dogs? I honestly, I don't know. But what do you think? That is a hard one. You would rather have 30 dogs because if there's 10 children, I'd have to pay for all their taxes for school. And you can always sell your dogs. You can't. I'd have a hard time giving my children for adoption anyways if I couldn't take care of them. So I could always sell my dogs. So. And besides, 30 dogs could be like 20 puppies and 10 adults. It could be literally 25 puppies, 5 adult dogs. Yeah, that's true. So I would rather have 30 dogs than 10 children. 56% say they'd rather have 30 dogs and 44% said have 10 children. But yeah, that's pretty interesting, huh? Okay, Dad. Sprinkles. She's asleep, and I think she's having a dream of when she was a kitten because she's like kind of suckling a little bit. So cute. But some of these. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. How are you doing? Right now, we were just doing some would you rather questions. The last one that we asked was would you rather have 10 children or 30 dogs? I answered 30 dogs, and Guard Dog answered 30 dogs too. You can always sell your dogs, but it's like I couldn't give my children up for adoption if it was too much. So I would rather have 30 dogs than 10 children, personally. Good. I'm glad you're doing awesome. But right now I'm just editing a thumbnail for my next video for YouTube. But do you have any plans for the weekend, Amy? Guard Dog also says, hey, Amy. Yep, all of these. Those are my my 124s. I have some 118s, but I have a lot of 124s too. I started collecting back in probably March of this year. I started collecting model cars back in March, probably like at the end of the month. That was my 120. My first 124 was actually my red Ford, my Ford F-150 Raptor. That it's been heavily modified. I don't like how it looks, but I'm actually trying to downsize my 124 collection right now. Yep, prayers work. They do. Yep, he is truly awesome. He is truly awesome. Just catching up on housework and doing the same old, same old. Yeah. I saw your latest video and I have to say that you look really good. You look really good. I'm so happy for the progress that you've made. It's really awesome. But yeah, it's always I remember when I was losing the weight the weight that I had too. I weighed the most that I weighed was 194. That wasn't super like I wasn't overweight, but like I was a little chunky. You could tell by my face, my neck, just like everywhere in general. And so I wanted to lose some weight, and I actually lost 30 pounds so I can make it into something else. What are you talking about? Oh, you're a Lego person. I buy the Lego product and then I do a Photoshop with it. Then I destroy it and add it to my box of Legos. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's true. You can make a lot of Legos into anything. I remember when I went over to my grandma's and she had these little building blocks and stuff, and I would always make like a fort or a castle out of them. It was really fun. Okay, guard dog. But it was always fun to build certain things out of it, like freestanding buildings and stuff like that, or humongous castles. That was always fun. You can't see me weighing close to 200. Well, if you go back to my way older videos, if you go back to like, let's say maybe like 8 months ago, you could probably tell that I lost weight. You can tell a lot of the weight loss was like in my face, my neck, my torso area, my legs. It was I like how I generally gain. It's not in one specific area, but it's sometimes in one specific area, but it evenly spreads out. So it's like that's how it was with me. It was evenly spread out. So if you go back to one of my older videos, you can tell that I lost weight. All right. Yeah, I'll follow you on Instagram for sure. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do that right now while we're speaking so that I don't forget. Yeah, Guard Dog has been one of my. He first met me on Instagram. He's been following me for a long time, almost ever since I've had my Instagram, and he found my YouTube too. So, well, he clicked on the link on my. I'm sure he clicked on the link on my description of my Instagram. I try to do that so that my Instagram followers can come if they want to, but it all just depends. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great today. Thank you so much for coming in. I actually don't follow you on Instagram, Guard Dog, but I did now. But if you guys want to come on in for a panel, you guys are more than welcome to. I did use StreamYard for a reason. So if you want to come in, I have to approve you, of course. But I'll go ahead and invite you guys in if you want. So good. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I live stream every Saturday and every Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you watch out for those times, I'll probably be live then. Sometimes I do it a little bit like a couple minutes late, but I try to do it in that general area. Today I went late because I was editing a video and stuff, and I forgot that the time had passed. So I did it a little late today, but I'm here now, so. But right now I am photo editing my thumbnail. We were doing some would you rather questions, but I don't know what to do now. I'm trying to think what can. You are on your phone right now. I won't be staying long. If I was on my Mac, I would love to. Yeah, that's fine. All right, Guard Dog, I'll go ahead and check that out right now. Okay, so let's see your Legos. Wow, you have a lot of Legos. The next thing I want to see you post is like one of your like a building of something, like if you like it, what you usually do with your Legos. I would love to see what you do with those. But that's pretty cool. You can make a whole lot of things with Legos. So we all have something that we're interested in. We all have something. Mine is Mario Karts, yours is Legos. It all just depends on the person, you know? Okay, so let's see. So what is your next creation? If you don't mind telling me. Yep, checking out parks and painting. I don't actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I don't think I got to see the finished product of you painting that that picture that Jay-Z, not Jay-Z, I don't remember her name, JC or something like that. She had that picture of the trees and stuff. Did you end up finishing that one where you went off of that scene? Your next creation is a police boat. Nice. The one after that is a truck with a camping trailer. That will be awesome. that will so be awesome. So when you make your Lego trailer, so you're gonna make a Lego truck and a Lego trailer, right? It is finished. Have you thought about posting your pictures of your paintings on Instagram? That could get you a lot of interaction with your Instagram. If you use your hashtags and stuff, you could probably get a lot of interaction, a lot of good compliments on your pictures of that, because there's always a niche for everything on Instagram. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at Instagram here, looking at what Meso had posted on their Instagram of model cars. You're in art class too? What do you do in your art class? Okay, gotta go to my chat on YouTube. Hang on just a second. I just posted one of my art pieces that you did at Disney. You know, I actually do the total opposite. I do realistic. I do the realistic type of art. I'm not one to do abstract. My sister does abstract and my mom does abstract, but I do realistic. Um, I do my art normally of cars. I actually have a couple of pictures of my cars and stuff. I have two pictures actually that I'm working on. I haven't worked on the Cadillac CT6V Sport in a while, but I've worked on my model car design. Um, I worked on that like maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I haven't worked on it lately. But on my channel, I've actually done a time lapse of my drawing. It's like about maybe 16 or 17 minutes long. So yeah, you preferred nature landscapes. When you first started painting, I was an artist who painted real, then turned to abstract. I'll tell her hi for you. I will, for sure. when you did realism, I was thinking on what I should do, but when I'm doing abstract, I don't think. I just paint stuff and then it turns into art. Yeah. Usually when I draw, I have something in mind. Sometimes I just go with the flow, but usually I have something in mind. Usually that's the case for me. Like sometimes I'll think of a certain design on a car, like a specific taillight design, specific front end design on a car, and um, I'll try to draw it as fast as I can. Sometimes I don't. It all just depends on my mood. Abstract does have no limit. I paint a line, then another, then another. Yeah. Yeah, my mom does really, really good abstract. She does really, really good abstract. She hasn't painted in a while because of what she's been dealing with, but when she painted, she was really good. Here we go. You had a piece that was called Mindless, where it was a place for your body and not for your mind, and not your mind. That setting was supposed to be mystical. Have you posted your pictures on Instagram? That'd be really cool to see, for sure. I'm going to try to see if you have. You know, I just saw the picture that you posted. My mom colored that picture of a pineapple. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let me see if you guys can. Yeah, right there. She colored that. Abstract, for sure. Yours is abstract, for sure. It looks like it has a face on it. At least from the angle, it looks like it has two eyes and then the mouth. Chandra, hey, how are you doing? I apologize. I haven't been really paying much attention to my chat, but I I'm kind of doing multitasking at once. So if I miss one of your chats, I apologize. But it looks like yours oh, it does all around. Yeah, one looks like it has an open mouth. One looks like it just has its mouth like kind of open. Not really, but like it kind of does, or just like it. Okay, so that's the picture. Trying to get it with no glare. That's the pineapple that he posted. I like how it's multicolored. It has beautiful greens in it, and the it like it has sparkles in it too, from what it looks like. Hi, Julian. Okay, thank you for coming in. But yeah, I I think the last time that I did abstract was like 6 or 7 years ago. It's meh. It's not great, but that's just my thoughts personally. Sorry, I gotta go back to the chat. Got distracted again. Talking about painting, I'm gonna go start your stream. Oh yeah, it is Saturday paint night. That's right. Yeah, the people that worked their glaze and put the pixie dust on, like the pixie dust. The pixie dust is glitter. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But how long have I been streaming for? It's been streaming for 67 minutes now. So Amy, are you starting your stream now? You have to finish setting it up probably in 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, then I'll probably go in 10 to 15 minutes then so that our live streams don't conflict. Certainly hate it when, don't like it when that happens, so. Great. Of course, I lost internet connection once again. Sorry about that, you guys. At least on my phone, I lost connection. Okay. All right, Amy, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll be talking to you later for sure. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what picture I want to use for a thumbnail. Wonder if I can share my screen. So it looks like if I upgrade from StreamYard, I can remove the Powered by StreamYard logo on here. And I can actually change the color too. Look at that. I'm going to change the color. Why not? There we go. You have never rode on a plane in my entire life. I haven't rode on one either, so you're not alone. You're not alone for sure. I honestly don't know if I'll even ride on one. I have family outside of the U.S., but it's not like I don't really have a personal relationship with them. So it's like it would probably be like a special gathering. It would be nice to see them, don't get me wrong, but it's not like I go out and see them every once in a year. And it's not like I can afford to do it anyways, so. But I'm trying to, I wish there was a way on here where I can screen share with you guys, because I would if I could. I think that's one thing that they need to change on here. For sure. You don't want to ride on one. Yeah, there's so many things I could go wrong with a plane anyways, so it's like it's pretty dangerous. So yeah, it can get pretty dangerous. I haven't ridden on one either, on a jet simulator. Pretty intense, and they can get really realistic too. So man, my back is hurting me so much. I think it's because of how I'm sitting, but this chair that I'm sitting on, it's like made out of bungee cord, so it can get pretty uncomfortable on here at times. But yeah, I don't really, it's not like it's on my bucket list to ride a plane, but like if I had to, then I would. If I had to travel to see a friend, then yeah, I'd use the plane. It's not like I'm gonna drive there. Then you go on a boat, you know. It's like it'll take you weeks to get there using a boat anyway. So, and then going on a boat too, you know, could get lost on a boat, could sink. It's just so many things could go wrong on a boat too. But yeah, it's pretty dangerous. There's so many things that could go wrong at the most inconvenient times. So it's like it's not worth it. Not worth it. But okay, so I have a question for you, Guard Dog, or anybody else who wants to participate too. Would you rather ride on a boat or would you rather ride on a plane? Boat or plane? I've ridden on a boat before, and riding on a boat isn't that bad. But I haven't experienced what it's like to be on a plane before, so it could turn out to be totally bad if I went on one. So who knows? But if I had to choose one or the other, I'd probably pick plane. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think I'd ride on a plane just because it seems a little more exciting than riding on a boat. You can get it can get kind of bad on a boat. It's like you sway back and forth and it's not that fun. So or at least that part of it. I mean, it's fun looking at the ocean and everything, but like I'd rather go on a plane because of the view and just be a little more exciting to me. But I think I'm going to go, you guys. I don't know why I'm yawning, but there's some things that I would like to do. I want to finish making a thumbnail on here. I'm probably gonna retake a picture for my thumbnail for my Bentley Continental model car. So I'll probably go ahead and do that, and I will say my goodbyes to you all. Thank you so much for coming. I greatly appreciate it. I will be having a live stream on Tuesday at 2, unless if any other unexpected plans come up. I honestly don't know if there will be, but we'll see. So I will most likely be going live on Tuesday at 2 and next Saturday at 2 o'clock as well. Don't know what I'll be doing, but we just gotta wait till that day comes, right? I honestly don't even really plan for my live streams a lot. Sometimes it's just on the ball when I do something. So thank you so much for coming, you guys. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time. Bye, Julian. Bye, Guard Dog. I had fun too. Thank you.